Alright, morning folks. I am cutting back to trail right now. Slightly after 8, and I'm leaving the Fairfield Inn and Suites in the town of Plainsville, Connecticut. So it wasn't a scheduled stop, but it was really appreciated nonetheless. Took care of a lot of stuff that needed to take care of in town. Oh, with that sun glare, I can't see much. But it was just really pleasant. It was pleasant to not try to kill myself yesterday. I would have gotten the miles done, but like I was saying, the more I thought about it, I'm like, I'm not going to be setting a speed record on this trail anyway. And I didn't really want to be hiking until 11 o'clock last night and not seeing a lot of the stuff that the New England Trail has to offer. Such a small trail that night hiking it doesn't really have a lot of appeal to me. So yeah, not a scheduled stop, but definitely appreciated. So today I have about 30 miles, right around there, to get to Windsor camp, and yeah, should be pretty cool. Start off the morning with the climb and get into the tippity-toppity. Let's just go check it out. So that building is the Fairfield. You can actually see it from trail. That's how close it is, folks. So if your miles link up, definitely recommend it. Definitely recommend telling them you're through hiking the New England Trail. They'll knock off the rate pretty heavy. So pretty cool. These New England climbs are nice because it's not too steep until they put you on cliff faces, but for the most part they're pretty well graded, and then you get up into the cliffs really quickly. Oh, and as I speak about that, it brings me down and brings me back up. Okay. All right, about maybe a mile into the day, if that. Been gradually bouncing and climbing. What I wanted to say is that break, while not physically needed, it kind of flipped a reset switch in my brain. So if you look at my Instagram feed for day 2 of the New England Trail, you can tell that I was getting a little frustrated not being able to set a pace on some of the trail, because that beginning, the first 60 miles of the New England Trail is very, 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 very cliffy and very rocky when it does those loops. So I was getting somewhat frustrated about not being able to just set a consistent pace and sit into it. And it was kind of leaking into my subconscious, and kind of every moment that I was getting upset about the trail instead of doing and being out here with what I love, like the feeling of loving the trail every moment. And while there was still that love there was a tinge of annoyance. So maybe even more than a tinge, if we're being honest. I was getting a little heated, but what I'm trying to say is, when that break propositioned itself in my mind to pull off in Plainsville and take a legit Nero day, I fought with my inner monologue for a little bit, saying, oh, but you said you were going to do this in 6 days. You said you were going to do these miles. And again, physically, your body can do it. And mentally, if that's what's making you happiest in the time, go do it. Be all you. And that's what made me happy on the Potomac. That's what made me happy on the Florida. That's what made me happy on other trail systems. So if it's making you happy, by all means, go do it. Go bang out 40s. And I still have to do a 40 tomorrow, but just giving myself that break allowed a reset switch in my brain to flip, and yeah, just enjoy every single moment of being on the trail and being out here for the reasons that you're out here for. So what I was trying to say with that long ramble is sometimes if you don't physically need it, but an opportunity presents itself and the trail is frustrating you in a certain way, annoying you, you just don't have the hiking hardness or hiking boner that day, do switch it up, switch something up. It might not have to be a break in town. It could be take a seat for 30 seconds on trail, take a seat for a minute, take a seat for 5 minutes, take a seat for 10 or 20, hell, take a seat for an hour. I haven't done that in a long time. Again, that's not what vibes with me, but what I'm trying to say is reset the brain. Don't just get into a mode and feel stuck in it. There's so much enjoyment out here that it would be a shame to miss it out because of, Cheetah knows this, because of stubbornness. And I was being stubborn. So I'm glad that the brain overrode the stubbornness for a second and let me reset my mindset a little bit. So with that long ramble, I'm trying to say I love this morning. Very pleasant morning so far. All right, so I'm assuming this is the top of Rattlesnake Mountain. My assumptions have been wrong before, but it doesn't seem like there's a defined top. Instead, it's just been kind of bouncing up and down for a little bit. Oh yeah. I always want to sit and hang out up here. It's always just a little too chilly. Little too chilly. So again, there's a fire ring. Not supposed to random camp, but yeah, that's up here. So do with that what you will. Recommend against it, but can't control other people's decisions. So there's a swing, and it makes you wonder. Bottom left corner of your screen, you can see it swinging slightly. Makes you wonder where are they going to. They fall, they get hurt bad. Okay, this might be the top of something. Might have been wrong previously. Yeah, this feels like the top of stuff. I think. I've been wrong many times, folks. But I would assume so. It looks like the trail going off yonder. So, maybe. Tippity toppity hoppity floppity. Bippity boppity. Oh yeah, there's that wind. Alright, so I think I was wrong. I'm seeing the top of something right schmear. Woo! Jeez. What is it with wind in Connecticut? It does not play. Whew. Let's see if I can catch up to this turkey. Where'd the papper go? Where'd you go? That was a giant turkey. When was the last time I did the pat video? It was on the Natchez Trail. Oh my God. There's a turkey on the road walk. And it was set in pace for like a mile and a half. And I remember just being like slap happy with miles. And just was cracking up because it was like running down the road, stopping, looking at me, running down the road. But there's another big one. But I wasn't quick enough on the draw. Yeah, videoers out on the trails are like the wild, wild west. Gotta have it in that gunslinging pocket. You gotta work on your draw. Pull. Still not great at it, but hey, I'm trying to work on the draw. 2 words. I could also work on my draw accent-wise. Draw. Get real thick with it. Work on that southern drawl. Ooh, there you go. There y'all go. All right, I was gonna stop and just climb this, but I thought to myself, I don't know how often I get footage of this, because these types of climbs, when you're coming down out of a ridge and then coming back up, and it just pushes you steeply up some rock, you're gonna do at least, depending on your miles, at least 100 of these climbs a day on the New England Trail. That's just what the trail's about. So I don't usually get them as much. I usually wait for the grandness of the views at the top, or get some just kind of walking footage. But I wanted to point out, these types of climbs, they've become so much part of your life on this trail that I was gonna just keep cruising by this type of stuff, but wanted to point out that you will do climbs like this at least 100 times a day on the New England Trail. So I'm gonna go get up it. They're not bad, because by the time you feel like a climb, you're at the top. I mean, it takes you all of 30 seconds. So I just wanted to point that out. Let y'all get the fullness of the feeling. Just giant rock walls. The question is, how are we gonna get up it? Oh, I think the trail's got something for us. I think it's definitely got something for us. So cool. Oh, y'all, check that out. You want to come with me through it? It's going to be some ugly ass angles when I'm trying to squeeze through. You can come with me through it. Ooh, 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 ooh. Not a Constantine-sized hole. Actually, might be. Don't have to squeeze that much. Hell yeah. Very cool. That was fun. Alright, just check the maps for y'all, because I wanted to get you exact mileage of where this was. Mile 74.8. Actually still haven't crossed the summit of Rattlesnake Mountain. All those like baby summits was just cliff running. Summit's like 0.2 that way. But this is mile marker 74.8, and this is the second trail register I have seen on the New England Trail. So left a little message to Iron Triangle. And just, yeah, fully enjoying it. So there's a little trail register, and as we speak, I don't know if I can do it one-handed, but I'm gonna go ahead and put this back in there, and yeah, hopefully Iron Triangle gets it and keeps on cruising those miles. Beautiful. 74.8. All right, that's a lot of serious barbed wire. Some serious razor wire for the middle of nowhere. Attention hikers, please stay on trail. Yep. We got you, NET. We gonna carry the rules on our back. We gonna take care of you. You take care of us. So we got you. I think that was the top of Rattlesnake Mountain. Again, can be wrong. I do not know. With the amount of twists and turns in these little Blue Blaze New England Trail, how accurate mileage is. It has to be, because it's GPX track, but I don't know. Maybe I'm trying to make myself feel better. I doubt it sometimes. I do doubt it, because it feels like there's way too many twists and turns for 0.2 sometimes. But again, I could just be trying to rationalize my slow pace. Nice. As you can see, I went on that ramble and let you know about my mindset earlier this morning. So, as you can see, not much more time has gone by. Maybe an hour since I had that kind of ramble, but yeah, I was feeling really happy. Just had to reset the mind. Okay. All right, so I'm going to touch on it again because it's really something that weighs heavily on my heart and mind, that I make the mistake frequently enough. So I'm assuming, and I know even hikers that have made this mistake too, and I just want to touch on it is, yeah, give your brain a reset. So when the trail starts, I don't know, the trail, yeah, it's beautiful all the time, but sometimes you get a little frustrated. And I already touched on what that reset can look like. It can be a few minute break, a longer break, it can be a Nero day, it can be a 0 day. Whatever it is that works for you, just give the brain a reset, because that same chunk of trail that you would have been cussing or just kind of peeved at the next moment after that break, after that few minutes, hour, whatever it may be, Nero 0, that next trail that you would have been frustrated at, you're going to love, because it's going to reset. Oh, yep. It's going to reset that love. And I mean, the love's always there for trail, but it's going to reset that mentality and get you back into the, oh, this is why I'm out here. This is what I'm here for. So yeah, I wanted to touch on that because just check the miles I'm doing. And again, I'm not holding near a pace I want to hold. I'm not holding a 3.5 mile per hour pace right now. Actually, I'm probably holding a little underneath a 3, but I'm okay with that. I am okay with that today because, one, I can get to Windsor camp still in a good time frame, and two, I'm just not stressing about it. I'm not going to set a speed record on this trail, and with that out the window, there's really no reason to try to attack it and when I say attack trail, you don't attack trail, but there's no reason to attack it mentally or physically unless I want to each day. So yeah, I love pushing miles and I love seeing how my mentality and my physicality can keep up. But then every so often I do need days like this that it's like a 29 or 30 and I don't worry about time. I don't worry about pace as much. It's just I walk. I walk and hike and just I'll get there when I get there. Not a care in the world, folks. Well, I do have cares in the world, but responsibilities. But right now, I'm gonna try to let them go into the back of the brain, and just sit into some cruisy and really enjoy it. I'm having a really good time. I really needed that shift mentally. Again, body physically was fine, but just mentally, I needed that shift to restructure my brain around this trail and restructure that love burns in there, but just fuel it and let it ignite itself as it does. So I touched on that a lot in the last hour or two, but yeah, it's something that's pretty important, and I want to let you all know, so in case y'all ever do a big through hike, small through hike, section hike, whatever it may be, if the trail's starting to get you a little frustrated, just breathe, collect yourself, give yourself a reset in whatever form that looks. Could be eating something, could be many forms of different reset, drinking water. So do that, and yeah, know that it's that mentality. Because that love's always there, but once it shifts, yeah, what would be frustrating to you is just going to be enjoyable. And I keep rambling. I got to cut this off eventually. All right, y'all. I'm going to keep cruising. Cruisy. Put in some love. Got that trail love. Sweet. All right, crossed Highway 9, busy road, so watch out. All right, y'all, get ready for a video heavy day. My rambles are gonna take up some of that time this morning, but also the maps ahead look like I crossed some really cool stuff today. So get ready for a video oop, almost smacked my face into the ground. Heavy day. So Grandma Cheetah, is this one fixable? Saw your comment on the Facebook feed that yeah, it just needs a little fixer up. Is this one fixable, Grandma Cheetah? It looks like it might need a little bit of work. Bet you could get in that motor though. Let's see what you got going on. Yeah, just buff it out a little bit. Little buff shine. So a lot of this trail today has been cruisy, but I wanted to give y'all a little take on what a lot of the first 60 miles of the New England Trail is. It's a lot of this type of rock, even looser and shardier. So it's been very cruisy today, but this type of stuff, you're gonna go slow the first 60 miles of this trail. But it hasn't been like this a lot today. It's been pretty cruisy. Just wanted to get a little video clip for you. All right, just crossed the highway. I noticed on the maps there's like a few mile section that you kind of cross a lot of roads. So this might be the meat of it. But still really well maintained trail. They routed you. They could have just put you on the road, but they were nice enough to put you on trail. So cruisy. Oh, I thought I turned it off. That's why there was that weird shift in the angle. And now I'm gonna turn it off now. I know, folks, it's gonna be a video heavy day. It's gonna be a really video heavy day. Bancroft Memorial. So there's gonna be a memorial up here, and it's a bench and a memorial. Oh, it's an old bench. I'm not gonna sniff that one though, folks. Sorry about that. Sorry about the sorry. Ooh, yeah, I know. I forget sometimes. Forget that there's some Canadian blood in these veins. Is there? I think so. Maybe. We'll count it. I think the cheetah counts it. Nice bench. Not gonna sniff it because it looks older. An honor who have given 23 acres surrounding their home. Oh, super cool, guys. Thank you. All right, bounce you around that farmland for a little bit, and now it puts you on a road, but this is a very low traveled road. You can tell it's a back road, so pretty pleasant. Just some neighborhood strolling. Squeeze on through. Excuse me. Okay. All right, mile 80.5, don't pass it. When you see those two tanks on the horizon, start looking for the water source, because this is the first water since town, and even before that, mile 70 might have been the last natural source on the trail. So 10-mile gap in between, and it looks like there's another gap coming up too. So it's a stream, small trickle, but make sure you grab it, because the water, it's gonna get a little less. You start popping on ridges. I might pass some that aren't on the map, but this is the first one in 10 miles natural source, and might be the last one for another 10 to 15-ish. So yeah, don't let it pass you by. Mile 80.5. Oh, that's a nice boulder. That is a nice boulder. All right, starting to bounce again. Get some climby, cruisy. All right, bounce on some cliffs for a little bit, and then it puts you on this 2-track. So, still just sitting back into a pace, relaxing, folks. Not yet noon, and I already have underneath 20 miles left on the day, so I am in no rush at all. Feels good. My mentality this year has been push. And like I've said, I love that mentality. I love it for what it is. But I needed a day like today. Just a day, get right next to a 30-miler, but just sit back and just soak in the feeling of the trail that just touches the heart nice and gives it a nice squeeze of just happiness and just freedom and being out in nature. And yeah, I'm getting too deep into it again. I'm just happy today, and I really needed this type of day. So cruisy. So it's gonna be hard to see, but every movement through those trees you see is a turkey. It was like 10 of them. Right in the middle of your screen, you can see one up on the crest of that hill, and you can see a few more moving through. Oh, yeah, there you go. Oh, yeah, there you go. They're just kind of cruising. A lot of turkeys. It's a turkey family. Wish I could zoom in more. Gobble, gobble. Gobble, 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 gobble. All right, so you don't have to worry about water at filling up super heavy at mile 80.6. Just check the maps again, and it's not an icon on the map, but you got a nice stream at 83.6. And then also you pass by a reservoir, kind of hug the side, so if you need to, you can always go down there and grab some emergency water. But you know my preferences with drinking out of big bodies of water. But if you need it, it is there. Oh, cool. I like this. Look at that. Beautiful. Ooh, I get to see a tower in 3.2 miles. The Hublein Tower. Let's go see the Hublein. All right, y'all. So I know I say cruisy a lot, but honestly, this trail comparatively from the town of Plainsville, which is mile 72-ish, to where I'm at currently, mile 84-ish. Those 12 miles have been by far the most cruisy miles of trail. Oh, I hope I did more than 12 miles by now. See, that's the mentality trying to kick me again. I got nothing but time in the world. I'm sitting pretty for by the time I get to camp, so pace B. I don't have to worry about pace today. I'm just gonna walk how I want to walk and do what I want to do. So that aside, I wanted to say, I know I do say cruisy a lot, but yeah, past mile 70, realistically past mile 60, if you check out the Instagram post at 11 Skies, I mentioned it. First 60 miles of this trail, it has cruisy factors in it, but some of that trail is pretty chonky, and it takes a little while for your legs to eat those miles. But after 60, you just start getting into cruise mode. 72 to here, 84-ish, has just been straight up cruisy. So I know y'all hear it a lot, but it has been legit cruisy. All right, just walking a bike path along a lake, it seems like. All right, so you hop off the kind of graded bike path and time to climb up to a tower. Let's go get it. All right, getting close to the tower. It's closed, but you can still walk by it. So yeah, been climbing for not that long, but not that rocky, a little bit of muddy, but overall pretty cruisy climb. So gonna hit the tower here shortly, and yeah, grab you some video there. Ooh, look at this big trail marker. Oh yeah, that's nice. All right, so this is Hublein Tower area, and it seems like there's a big infrastructure built around it. As you saw before you hit the tower itself, picnic table, big gazebo overlooking with a picnic table, and then there's a couple views over there over the valley. But yeah, it's a big structure with a lot of stuff, a lot of places to sit, take in the view, take in the structure, and I'm gonna bring you up towards it. It's either mile, let's see, it would be mile 86 or 87 on trail, and I'm pretty sure the Blue Blaze, if I'm not mistaken, is right underneath me. Yep, I can see it over there, but I'm gonna grab a little bit of video around here and a few pictures. Cool, cool. How y'all doing?
Well, how are you?
Doing good. So I guess when it's open, you can go in it. But as of now, it's closed. But really, really cool tower. Really, really old too, I'm betting. It's hard to get just the one clip of the entirety of it, but I think I got enough clips around it for y'all. So I'm gonna go connect back to trail. It is closed this season, but yeah, pop on by. I would be curious to, I haven't seen any boards talking about it, but I bet there's a lot of information around it. I'm gonna just go ahead and Google it. Why it was built up here, what it was for. I just wanted to get this fireplace for y'all. Okay, that is Hublein Tower. As you can see, good views through the valley. I'm assuming when you're allowed in there, when you go up it, some stellar views too. But as I said, as of now it's closed. It's still a tourist spot. A lot of people hanging out on the rock cliffs. A lot of people just tooling around it. So I'm gonna keep moseying. Don't really need a break and just feel good. Just feel good walking. So gonna keep on cruising. I got as much video as I could. Like I said, it's hard with how big that tower is to get the entirety of it in one clip, but there's everything there. There's restrooms. I mean, it's built for tourism, so in a given year you can get water there, a lot of good stuff. So that is the tower. Oh, just almost ate it. Looking at the wrong thing. I think this is Phillip Mountain. It's about 0.4 or 0.5 from the tower, and you cross over a little peak, I think. This might be it. Might be a little further along, but this feels like it. All right, mile 88.6, not marked on gut hook. Another good water source, good stream that comes across the trail. So on the back side of the tower and of that climb, I've been descending for a mile or two, and yeah, you run across another natural agua source. So not in gut hooks, not in the map, but pretty good water source. 88.6. All right, mile 89.4 puts you at this parking area. It's Hartford Road that you pass, so kind of basic parking area. Then there's a couple branches of trail, so if you look for the Blue Blaze, it looks like there's a trail to the left, trail straight ahead, and trail to the right. And the trail to the right is the Blue Blaze. Oh, you got a porta potty here. Okay. Lap of luxury, baby. Cool. All right, just took a nice break right there. Underneath 12 miles to camp, like right at 11.9, 11.8. And it's like 2:27. Ooh, it's harder to be a Cliff Bar ventriloquist than it is a muffin ventriloquist. But yeah, so that was really pleasant. Took another little pack off break and just sat for a little bit and soaked it all in. So yeah, 12 more miles underneath that, and 2:27, so should get in there 6:37. It looks like it gets a little bouncy, so I think I'll hold a 3 mile per hour pace, but depending on how rocky it is, we'll see. So no worries, just cruising. All right, mile 91.1. I'll walk out here real quick. There's a little, it says trail to Lake Louise, but pretty much you're on it. Oh, it looks like high water levels. Last time I saw Lake Louise was up in Canada. It was a lot colder and a lot icier. All right, so that's Lake Louise, 91.1. And yeah, there's some picnic tables, some little chill spots, sit spots. So pretty cool. And then the trail goes back yonder. Let's see where it goes yonder, over yonder. Oh, that's cool. That's the first time I've seen the big version of it. Bap, 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 bap. Where are we? Getting close to here. So we're somewhere in there. Robinson State Park, Penwood. Oh, we're there. Okay, so we're still pretty far there. But mile 90-ish. So been cruising pretty good. trail follows the waterbed a little bit. Oh, some more mud. Nope, not gonna catch me. This ain't Florida. What you think this is? You think we in Florida? You think we gonna be swamp stepping? Mm-mm. There has been a little bit of mud stepping though today, but nothing terrible. Whew. Another tip top. All right, so far been able to hold a pretty good pace. Think about 9 miles left to the Windsor camps. So yeah, right around 3. Yeah, might get in there pretty early, but it's got some good climbs, good steepness to them, but you can still travel pretty quickly because it's not shards of glass. Yeah, that's kind of what I have to say. Let you know about the trail conditions. Not too technical at all. Well, today in general actually, so you can cruise. Set those legs to sit back into a pace and just sail away. So beautiful sparse trees. There's a special thing about hiking these trails, the Potomac Heritage, the New England Trail, before the leaves start filling in. It feels airy, it feels kind of mysterious sometimes. It's really, really nice. There's a different type of beauty in the openness, and within that openness you still feel that forest hug because there's so many trees sometimes around. You feel inside of it too. So yeah, there's a beauty out here. All right, so it appears the trail joins a road about a mile maybe from Tariffville. Tariffville. So gonna run through Tariffville, grab some agua. I think there's some water fountains out front, and keep on sitting back, relaxing, and enjoying the rest of the miles for today. Got about 7-ish more by the time I hit Tariffville, one of the two. All right, popping out a trail on the road into Tariffville. Tariffs? Getting tariffed to cross the bridge, huh? So, yeah, I'll bring you along. I don't know if it passes right through downtown or what, but I'll bring you all along. All right, so it is Tariffville. You pass right by, looks like it says a corner store. I don't know why somebody said water fountains. Oh, probably down in that park area a little bit. But there's also a natural source out past, so I'm just gonna go there. But yeah, I don't think it's a big town. There's a little corner store, as you can see. And besides that, there's a couple businesses in that district, but not much. So, just gonna keep on cruising then. Ooh, little gazebo. That's where the water fountains are. I can see the water fountain. But, I might actually, yeah, instead of kicking myself, I'm gonna go grab some water from the water fountain. All right, so this is the town. That brick building is called the Cracker Barrel Pub. This blue building is called Marco's Restaurant. So there's a few restaurants, and that, my friends, is shut off. So ran across the street for no reason. So I'm gonna go back to my original plan of just getting water at a natural source. That's what it is. Yeah, not a big deal. Just had to wait a lot for the traffic to clear because this road is a surprisingly busy road, so okay, we'll keep on cruising. Alright, nice that the bridge puts you across the river. Tomorrow I actually have to ford a river, but this one I do not have to. That one looks like you could actually ford it. Yeah, there's actually a bar that you could. I mean, it would be deeper than you would prefer, but that's fordable. And the trail starts that little red dirt patch on the other side, so cool. All right, so you cross that bridge and then the trail puts you right down by the river, which is pretty cool. So you could use the river as a water source, or if I'm not mistaken, I bet I can walk and talk to the point that I hit an inlet to the river. Ooh, that looks like good water. But I want that inlet water though. Is it here? Nope, not yet. It should be somewhere around here, folks. Aha, 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 and it is flowing, not dry. Beautiful. Agua. So if the water fountain's not working in town, agua right there. I don't know if there's agua between here and camp. None marked on the sources, but then again, Gut Hook isn't completely up to date with the amount of water that's on this trail, so I'm gonna fill up here, carry 2 liters to camp, about 6 miles away. Cool. All right, close to the top of the climb out of the riverbed, and as you can see, it's right on down yonder. So climbed on out and got about 5 and some change to Windsor. So yeah, about 4:30. Actually holding a pretty good pace. This stuff is pretty easy to glide across. There's rock, but again, nothing compared to the rock the first, it was really the second day. Oh, there's a lot of glass around here. That's definitely a party spot. Watch out for glass. But yeah, so, ooh, I hope that didn't go through the shoe. Ow. Yeah, 5 and some change. Gonna go find Windsor Camp. I don't know about y'all, but doesn't this little span of forest seem like spiky? Look at all the trees. All their branches are broken and they're just kind of jagged all throughout. Feels like a very spiky part of the forest. miss a turn? Nope, turns right here. Huh. Alright, I missed a turn somewhere. Blue Blaze was literally just a second ago. It's probably this way. Alright, just crossed another road. So that means underneath 4 miles. And passing a cool old rock wall. So got a little bounce up, little bounce down. Nope, trail goes this way. And then kind of gradual up and very small bounces to camp. Cool, cool. Oh, so that ridge line, I think the last video clip I got was on top of that. And it's a tight switchback, so if you're 4 miles from the Windsor campsites, you're coming down that ridge line, it button hooks pretty sharply, so just stay on top of your R's and W's. So, graveyard at the top of that climb. That's what the old stone structures were for. I'm gonna just zoom in. I'm not gonna walk there. Again, don't want those jujus. So, yeah, wow, very old. Jeez, I'm not gonna walk on top of those graves. Do not want those jujus. Very old graves, wow. It's about 3.5, 3 and some change from Windsor. So whatever that mile links up to. All right, Turkey Hill Road, busy road, so be careful when crossing it. About 2 miles to Windsor Lock Camp, and there's a lot of cars around here, so that's a little worrisome. These camps, you can reserve them, but it also has walk-ins. Since it's a tenting area though, there should be more than enough room. And also there's some cliffs up here that I bet people are just day hiking up for the sunset. But we'll see. So about 2 miles left. It's 5:40. Making good time. All right, so that was the cliffs at the top of the climb. Oh, sorry, I'm thirsty. That means about a mile until Windsor. And as you can see, definitely a popular sunset / day hiking spot. Tried not to get people in the film, so crop the angles a little bit. But yeah. Ooh, sorry, I'm really thirsty. My mouth is really dry. So yeah, gonna keep on cruising. Get to camp by 6:20ish. Not bad. Not bad at all. All right, mile 101.6. There's a pretty clear sign, and looks like some people are in camp. So give me 1 second. All right, so got to camp. I was walking down the switchback. It's really not far. You can see it from trail. But I didn't want to get the people in the footage. Chatted with them for a little bit. And then set up the tent. And I'm going to go look in that bear box because apparently there's water there year round. But I wanted to point this out because this got me worried. Big Agnes, y'all are making your stuff too light. Big Agnes and I have lost a lot of trust this year. Their tent floor is just ridiculous with how lightweight it is, and that's not a good thing. That's not me saying, oh, it's so lightweight, it's good. It's so lightweight, it's trash. It's like a piece of ribbon that just gets shredded. So, Big Agnes, y'all and I, we've had some good times together, but you guys, your upgrading system, you passed a certain threshold, and I don't know. Not great. So Windsor camp and the bear box. Let's see what the bear box has. Trail log maybe? What the hell kind of nonsense is this? Oh, that's some quality footage watching me do that, huh? Oh, it's insulated too. Oh, look at that. Trail log, water. Wow, whoever takes care of this, thank y'all. Because from the town of Tariffville to here, which is 6 miles and some change from that river, it has been completely dry. So there's good agua here. I'm gonna sit, write a journal entry, grab maybe an extra leet, and then I'm gonna hop in the tent because it's actually a little mosquito-y out here. So yeah, mile 101.6, day 4 of the New England Trail. Tomorrow's gonna be something. I have 2 rivers that I have to get around somehow. The first one, in about 12 miles from here, like the West something river, I might be able to ford, but it seems like somebody went through there a little earlier this year and they couldn't. But then the next one, the Connecticut River, there's just no way I can't ford that, so I have to walk around that. So tomorrow's gonna be a big push. 40 miles will put me to the shelter at 131, which is 30 trail miles, but adding that 10 or 11 mile road walk around the Connecticut River. But if I have to walk around the Westward River, that's gonna make it 47 or 48, which I don't know if I wanna do. So we'll wake up early, see how far I can get, see what the day brings, what reroutes I have to do. It's just those big 2 rivers that I know for a fact I have to walk around the Connecticut. So I know that already. I'm building that in. It's the west one that I want to be able to ford, but if I can't, I have to 7 mile or 8 mile road walk around. So cool. I'm gonna write a trail log and chillax. All right, good day. This was a very much needed day. Got into camp before 6:20 and just really enjoyed the day. Reset the brain. I'm not going to touch on it again because it's been pretty heavy with how much I've talked about that today, but just really enjoyed kind of each footstep, each moment for what it was. And yeah, cool. Good night, y'all.